All right, so I saw this cool video where a FedEx employee posted about her experience as a FedEx driver and some of the things that would be helpful if the public that uses FedEx knew when ordering their packages. And to be honest with you, I found quite a few of these things quite helpful. And the reason why is because I have to admit, some of these things, as far as not having a porch light on when they come out, but to be honest, on my end of that, I always say deliver before 5 because I don't like to be out there when it's dark like that. And so when I say that, because they ask you for special instructions, I'm assuming that they ask you for special instructions because they're going to follow them. But she just says, well, it's going to arrive when they arrive. But FedEx doesn't really indicate that. They ask you for special instructions. And then later on in the video, she goes to talk about that. But I thought this is interesting and maybe insightful to others that use FedEx as well.
Hey, so I'm a FedEx delivery driver, and if you order anything that's delivered by FedEx, this message is for you because we need to talk. I'm really just trying to help you, help us to help you. Number one, we're out there delivering till about 9 o'clock. Maybe even past that. Please, turn your porch light on. We're tripping over stuff. We're falling in ditches. People are hurting themselves. Come on now. Secondly, you guys like to leave us comments in the delivery instructions saying, oh, I'll be home after 5 p.m. When we get to your house is when we get to your house. That's when your package will be attempted. I'm not really sure when it was ever okay to just, leave your dog just roaming around. But I've been chased by a few dogs, and I will leave your package at the end of the driveway. You left your dog out. 4, why don't you all have addresses on your homes? Are we supposed to assume what your address is? Because you're mad when you don't get your package. So speaking of delivery, we deliver alcohol and things of that nature. So when I come to your door and request your ID, please don't question me. You can either give me your ID and get your package, or I could just take it back to the station, okay? This one is for the businesses. When we go into those big establishments and they have like 100 different suites, if you just put your name on there, and I'm specifically saying like a name, not the business name, we don't know who this package is supposed to go to. I'm sorry. We go out there with about 200 to 300 stops a day. You guys have the big chases, bedroom sets, things of that nature. You do realize it is peak season for us. So we're going to leave it outside unless you request a signature. But it is raining, it's snowing, it's inclement weather. So you need to come outside and get your package. Don't blame it on us saying that we just left it outside. I mean, where else are we supposed to leave it? We don't have a key to your house. This brings me to my next point. When you all get a package and it's like busted wide open, we didn't open it. We're on camera 24/7 inside our trucks. Trust and believe that. We got cameras in the front, in the back, on the sides, inside. Doesn't matter. We didn't do it. You need to blame the people you ordered from. When they put that one strip across, it doesn't make it. It just, come on now. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, so I found some of those things to be very insightful. Some of those were insightful, but I didn't agree with them as far as, the instructions that you leave and them not following it as far as when to leave the package. But I know for certain that they say in business areas, those are the ones that get priority for day delivery or delivery before 5 p.m. The one thing that I experienced is that I had the day delivery option, but then the delivery driver was half a mile from my house. You can actually track FedEx on the FedEx tracking page, like GPS and all. UPS, for UPS, I know you can. I'm not sure for FedEx, but UPS, you can track where that van is or truck is, but your package wasn't at the time. But the driver actually went to lunch right at 4:30 p.m., a half mile from my house. And I'm like, what? But yeah. And another thing regarding FedEx as well is that if you ever have an issue, don't call corporate, don't do all that. Post a review on their page and they straighten up real fast. You call corporate all they want, they can decide whether to act like they didn't hear you. But if you put it on their page, they will do something about it, because I noticed an immediate change when I did that. Other information about FedEx drivers. I saw a post. She mentioned about keeping your dogs chained up in your yard, and that's serious business. Sometimes we don't understand how serious that is, but I saw a post where this guy was saying that he had to deliver a package. It was like 8 o'clock at night. It was already dark outside. There was dogs in the yard. The dogs, not him, but he read a story about another guy that had to deliver a package. And the next morning, they found that guy dead in that man's front yard. The dogs had killed him. So that's how important it is to keep your dogs chained up. Another thing in regards to that, a lot of times these delivery companies, unbeknownst to us, the consumer, hire third-party delivery drivers that don't have any badges, any signage on their vehicle. So you don't know what's going on. You just see some odd random person outside parked in front of your house. And, it kind of creeps people out sometimes. And some people are gun heavy. Some people are in self-protection mode all the time. There have been people that have gotten shot at, damn near killed because of that. So I think part of that responsibility or liability lies on the company that's hiring the third-party vendor to make sure they have some type of identification, even a little magnet decal to stick on the side of their car that you can get for like $30 somewhere, just so the consumer is aware that, hey, this person is legitimately delivering a package. They're not out there doing anything ill. I had a situation where I ordered from Walmart one time, and, I work from home sporadically. I would, be looking out the window, and next thing I know, there's some guys sitting outside, like in this beat up car that I've seen pass a few times. Because of course they're third party vendors. They live locally, and my town is a tiny town, so you'll see it. And they're sitting there, and you're just like, why is this guy sitting in front of my house? And then you're working, so you look down and you look back up, and the car is gone. But then you see some packages that you were expecting like days ago, and you're like, what happened? So you don't know if somebody took your packages when you felt they should have been originally delivered, and then they took what they wanted and dropped it off, or was doing something weird. I wouldn't chase the car down and then come to find out that the guy was a third-party driver, but it was very hard for him to explain that because he had to show me like some app. He didn't have to, but he took it upon himself. Initiative, thank God that he did, to show me this app, and it got real convoluted. But you couldn't really straight off see it, but I believed him at that point, because why is he going to take out something and show me an app if it wasn't true? But yeah, there's a responsibility there, because people are getting killed. Y'all saw me get attacked. Well, y'all didn't see it visually, but you experienced my experience verbally of me getting attacked the other day. So definitely, I'm not even a confrontational person or none of that, but I definitely know that protection is something that is needed, and I would be a fool not to protect myself going forward. So it's understandable. Be safe, y'all. That was information, insights. Those were some insights from a FedEx driver, and I think it applies to many other delivery persons. And just, common sense that we really ain't got that so common. Some of the things I agree with, some I didn't, but I hope it was insightful to you as it was to me.